In this episode, we are taking this McLaren 720S. We're gonna spend over 40 hours on this thing, but at the end of the day, it's gonna look exactly the same. And that is the whole goal, because in this episode, we're gonna be applying a paint protection film to the whole vehicle. The goal is to basically make it look like it's invisible and it's not there. So we're gonna wrap all the edges, we're gonna get this thing protected, and it's gonna look exactly the same after 40 hours of work, but it's gonna be protected for the long haul. Welcome back to episode 2 of the McLaren 720S project. If you didn't follow along for part 1, in part 1 we basically did all the preparation steps for this car. So we went through and did the full decon wash, got it all prepped, got all the edges cleaned and flushed out so we can get a really clean install. We also went through and designed all of our pattern pieces and our pre-cut pieces that we're going to be using for the paint protection film on the car. We got those plotted out. So now we're at a point where we are ready to start doing the application of the paint protection film. For me, I always like to start with kind of the front areas, top areas. So I'll typically go from hood to roof. You get all the top areas done. That way you're not leaning over existing pieces of film, maybe down the side of the car while you're doing those top areas and potentially damaging them. So start with the top, kind of like you do with a wash, and then I'll usually just kind of pick a side and kind of work my way around the vehicle and just one piece by one piece. And slowly but surely over many hours, we are going to get this thing fully protected with paint protection film on every square inch of the car. And then we'll be ready to go into part 3, which will be installing these ceramic coatings and getting it finally fully protected. So let's jump into doing the installation on this vehicle. So let's start out, for anyone that doesn't know what is a paint protection film and why would you be installing it on a vehicle. Essentially, it is your next level of paint protection above a ceramic coating. So ceramic coatings are great for your kind of environmental protection, chemical protection, light abrasion, and really just ease of maintenance, gloss slickness, things of that nature. Everything that everyone loves about ceramic coatings. Paint protection kind of gives it that next level and is really designed for your actual physical abrasion and damage protection. It's designed to stop scratches, it's designed to stop rock chips, it's designed to, any shopping carts or, any sort of physical damage that can happen to the car. It's designed to give you a physical barrier between whatever is going to happen and the paint work. Now, it also doesn't mean that the paint protection film is designed to be permanent and it's designed to be perfect all the time. The paint protection film is a sacrificial layer that we're applying to the paint to keep the underlying paint perfect. It's also removable and replaceable as it gets damaged. So don't look at paint protection film like a one-time install and your car has got a force shield around it and it's going to stay absolutely perfect. Look at it as a way to put a barrier on the vehicle in case anything does happen that you can then replace, and it's kind of like that second skin for the vehicle. For the installation of the paint protection film, the film is a 8 mil thick TPU based material, so it is a plastic. It does have an adhesive backing on it, as well as a kind of an automotive grade clear coat top coat, which gives it that nice finish that matches with your existing clear coat that would be on your vehicle. PPF is a wet applied application film, so not like your vinyl films, which can be dry apply. These are a translucent film which need to be wet applied for that optical clarity and that perfect crystal clear finish. PPF also isn't heat stretched or heat shrunk like some other types of film in the automotive industry. typically you're using this at room temperature, and it is just a naturally stretchy film from being that TPU plastic base. So for the installation as an installer, you typically have two solutions that you're working with. We have what we call our slip solution, which is a mixture of water and a slip agent. Typically what I am using is a baby shampoo, just a very light grade slip surfactant mixture that is going to be gentle on the paintwork as well as gentle on the actual film's adhesive, and just works really well for this kind of install. And then our other solution is either a distilled water solution or a mixture of distilled water and alcohol, which is what we call our tack solution. You can use your tack solution to tack it down, tack it to the edges, and get that final tack or stick to finalize the installation and get it locked into place. When I'm starting a paint protection film install, I always like to start with the hood, so let's jump right into the hood. So even though we did all that prep in the first episode, it's still not exactly ready for the paint protection film installation. So what I like to do for my prep is a full alcohol wipe down. So we're using a 70% to a 90% alcohol IPA. For a big piece of film like this, I like to grab a buddy. Luckily, Jeff was hanging around, so I was able to grab his extra set of hands, and we're able to just manually pull the material and separate it from the backing paper, and then spray the film itself with the slip solution, and then be able to place that on the panel together with two people. From there, we kind of move the film around and see where it best fits. So once I have the hood kind of positioned in place, I lock in my top corners. That's where my starting points are. From there, I can squeegee everything out down towards the bottom. Once I get to the bottom, I'm using a combination of my alcohol solution and my slip solution to kind of work out any of the fingers and lock the film into place. So we're ready to start trimming up the edges and getting the vent areas and badge areas trimmed out and laid down. When I'm doing these installs, I like to hide my edges as much as possible. So I'm leaving about 1/4 of an inch around all the edges. Once I get into the top corners, I'm rounding those off in a really nice manner. So once they are heated down and pushed down around the corners, they naturally hide that edge. Same goes for around the carbon vents as well as the McLaren badge. I'm trimming those just perfectly to where once I lay that down, it kind of hides itself under the badge and under the carbon vent areas. On most cars, I would usually remove these types of pieces just to make it a lot easier for the installation. However, if anyone knows, McLarens can sometimes be built like a Lego car. They're very plasticky, they're very kind of cheaply put together. I don't love to remove pieces from McLarens other than maybe some very basic badging. So I opted to just keep those on and cut around them and just get a nice clean install that way. Now we've finished up the hood, let's get on to the rest of the car. All of the PPF is now installed. We've got all of the edges wrapped. We got everything QC'd, went around it a couple times, popped all the little bubbles that I might have left because, hey, I'm not perfect either. Got everything looking really, really good. And now it's, again, it looks exactly the same as when we started this video, and that was the whole goal, but now it is protected from any rock chips, debris, and things like that. And you kind of have that second skin on here to be able to give you something to pull off if it does get damaged. If you guys haven't checked out the first part of this series, which is all the prep work, definitely go and check that out so you guys can learn about how to prep for this type of install. And then also be sure to check out part 3, which is going to come after this video, where we lay down the ceramic coatings and talk about how to ceramic coat PPF and what is best used in our line for that. So thank you guys for watching this video, and now it's time for you guys to get out there and have some fun detailing your ride.